Om Shanti. Today, Deepika Ben is continuing yesterday's Murli. Over to you, Deepika Ben.
Om Shanti and a very good morning to all. Yesterday we were reading the Murli dated 31st March 1990. The title of the Murli was Become Merciful and Have an Attitude of Unlimited Disinterest. That is Rehem Dil or Behad Ki Vairagya Vritti. Yesterday Baba emphasized on becoming merciful for the self, for the Brahmin family, and the unknown souls. Baba asked us to step away from three things. Also, Baba gave us a direction to remain in the state of Manmanabha. So today, before we begin, let's merge ourselves deep into the ocean of mercy and let's experience Baba in his loveful and merciful form. I request Ami sister to please share the screen.
दया सिंधु की स्नेह में डूबी इतना आनंद पाए दया सिंधु की स्नेह में डूबी इतना आनंद पाए बन कर बिंदु उन लहरों लवलीन हो जाए दया सिंधु के स्नेह में डूबे इतना आनंद पाए सुख के रंग से रंग गया जीवन पुलकित है मन जैसे मधुवन सुख के रंग से रंग गया जीवन पुलकित है मन जैसे मधुवन गहरी जाए यादों में हम जब से समाए बाबा बाबा गूंजे जहन में अंतर मन ये मेरा मुस्कुराए बनकर बिंदु उन लहरों में लवली दया सिंधु के स्नेह में डूबे इतना आनंद पाए
Om Shanti. Thank you, Ami sister. So yesterday we completed with 3 parts and today we will cover the rest of the Murli. So today Baba says become loveful merciful, and then you can have unlimited disinterest. Then the fifth part is to be Trikaldarshi, that is, perform any action by considering the past, present, and the future. The sixth is, Baba says that you have to receive 3 certificates for to be threaded in the rosary of victory. You should be liked by the father, liked by the Brahmin family, and also liked by the self. So we will look at it one by one. So today, Baba says to become loveful, merciful, and then you can have an attitude of unlimited disinterest. So Baba says to have a feeling of mercy, become loveful and also merciful, for by doing so, there will be disinterest from your heart. When you hear this, or when you have a bhatti or a spiritual chit chat, you all think this is what we have to do. There is temporary disinterest. It isn't from the heart. There should be disinterest in the heart for whatever the Father doesn't like. Even you yourself don't like something, but now use the plow of having the attitude of unlimited disinterest. Become merciful. So Baba's emphasizing on real and true disinterest and not the temporary disinterest. So Baba says, some children say many good things. They say, I get very angry when someone does not tell the truth. I get angry because of their lies or when someone makes a mistake. Otherwise, I don't get angry. It is understood that the other one told lies and that you consider that to be wrong. However, when you become angry, do you think that is right? How can a person who is wrong correct someone else who is wrong? How could something such a person says make an impact? You do not see your own mistake at that time, but you make a big thing of a little lie that someone else spoke. Become merciful at such a time. This reminds us of the incident that Dadis used to share, that in the early days, Mama Baba never used to get angry or never used to scold anybody. So once a sister came complaining to Mama that, Mama, today I got very angry and it was because of someone else's mistake. So Mama initially did not react, and Mama was just giving drishti to that child. So after listening to her, Mama said that you are God's child. The other person did a mistake, okay, but you are God's child. So in this way, Mama got the child into the self-respect, and Mama said that Baba is the ocean of love. So do you think you should have got angry? Do you think that is correct? But that sister said, no, Mama, she did a big mistake, and that is why I got angry. So Mama said in Hindi, अगर मैं आपके हाथ भी दोनों रस्सी से बांध दूं और दूसरे के हाथ भी बांध दूं, and then I ask both of you to open and help each other to release, will you be able to do that? So she said no. So Mama said, अगर कोई एक बंधा हुआ है तो दूसरा बंधा हुआ उसको छुड़ाने में मदद नहीं कर सकता. And that is what Baba says, that if you are wrong, then you cannot correct someone else. Further, Baba says, become merciful with the powers you have attained from the Father and give cooperation. You keep a good aim that you are saving that person from telling lies. The aim is good, and so congratulations for that. However, what was the result? The other one failed, and you also failed. So, how can someone who has failed make the other one who has failed pass? Baba saying that the one who has failed cannot help the other one pass an exam. Some of you then think that it is your responsibility to make the other person good and make him move forward. But those of you who are fulfilling the responsibility, have you fulfilled your own responsibility at the time that you are fulfilling the responsibility of others? So Baba is asking a question. It is so true. Like, even if we look at it, first it is we fluctuate our state, right? We come down from that elevated state, and then because of someone else's mistake, even we do a wrong karma at that time. So Baba says, become merciful and give cooperation at this time. The next part is where Baba says, become a Trikaldarshi. That is, keep in mind the past, present, and also the future consequences, and then perform any action. So Baba says, when some become instrument teachers, they think that they are responsible for the little ones and that they have to give teachings to them, that they have to teach them. However, you must always think that the knowledge that is accurate will be the source of income. That means the knowledge that is accurate will be beneficial, will bring something. If you give teachings on the basis of the responsibility of a teacher, then first see whether there will be an income accumulated through those teachings, whether it will be a source of income, or whether it will be a source of falling down. So Baba says that if you are teaching someone, then keep in mind that at that moment, is it beneficial for that soul, or it may lead to a downfall. Also in the last Sunday's Murli, Baba mentioned that too much seva through words, while if we just keep on saying a lot to someone that you should do this and you should do that, this might create, this might not lead to benefit. It may bring that soul to a downfall. So Baba says that at that time, just keep good wishes, good thoughts, and have mercy on that soul. Right? Further, Baba says, this is why Bap Dada always says that whenever you perform any actions, stabilize yourself in the stage of a Trikaldarshi and then perform them. Do not simply see the present. This one did this, and so I said this. Also see what the future result will be. So even we react at times, right? We do not think about what the consequences will be, and we immediately take a reaction to a situation. So Baba is saying that don't do that. Is your stage according to what the past, original, eternal stage of Brahman souls was, is, and will be? Check all three aspects of time. So, do you understand what Bapdada wants? Also, when it comes to being the Trikaldarshi, it reminds me of an incident. I hope all of us have heard it before, but it was the time when Dadi Prakashmani was the chief, and once a new brother came into this yagya, and he was given the seva at the bhandara, like at the kitchen. So one morning, while the others were yet to come, that brother came into the kitchen, and he found a huge utensil, that is a ganj in which we cook dal and all. There was a lot of water in it. So that brother thought of throwing away the water and utilizing that utensil for cooking. And he threw away the water. After a while, a sister came asking that where is that ganj or where is that utensil? It had a lot of chashni in it, that is sugar syrup in it. That brother was very shocked and he said, no, there was water in it. She said, no, there was sugar syrup and we are supposed to make sweets today. That brother got very nervous because it is a big mistake, right? Wastage of the yajna. So this mistake became the talk of the town, and it also reached Dadi Prakashmani at that time, and she was the chief. So Dadi called him. That brother, very nervous and very scared, he went to meet Dadi. So Dadi initially was very quiet and Dadi was just giving him drishti. So he was waiting for the scolding. But Dadi just asked him, Khana khaya? And he said, Ji Dadi khaya. So Dadi said, Acha theek hai, jao. And Dadi gave him toli. That brother was very relaxed, very relaxed. And this is the magic of being Rehem Dil and having Shama Bhav, right? Imagine if Dadi would have scolded that brother, that new brother would have left the yagya and would have went back home. So Dadi kept in mind that the correct time to give the teaching and not to scold in a bitter way and not to talk like that. Dadi did not react immediately. So that is the power of being a Trikaldarshi, forgiving people and also having mercy. Further, Baba says is that you have to get 3 certificates. If you wish to be threaded in the rosary of victory, then you have to be liked by the Father, liked by the Brahmin family, and also liked by the self. Baba says you will have self progress, but what transformation will you bring about? Whether someone is a Maharathi or someone is new, Bap Dada has one pure desire. As yet, you haven't done as much as Bap Dada wants. Baba should tell you the result, should he not? However, Bap Dada does not desire temporary disinterest. There has to be real disinterest. I must not do, think, or speak that which the Father doesn't like. Bap Dada calls this love of the heart. At present, it is mixed. Sometimes it is love of the heart, and sometimes it is love of the head. Baba further says, each bead of the rosary should be close to every other bead, loving and cooperative for progress. So Baba is asking us to be loving towards each other and also be cooperative. The rosary is waiting for this because for the rosary to become ready, you have to come close and loving to one another like the dual bead, that is the Yugal Dana. First, the rosary of 108 has to be created, only then will the others be created. Bap Dada sits down to make a rosary many times, yet it has not been completed. A bead comes close to another bead. That is, the Father threads that bead when the bead has 3 certificates, liked by the Father, liked by the Brahmin family, and also liked by the self, according to one's accurate efforts. So Baba is giving us directions to be threaded in the rosary. When Bap Dada checks these 3 aspects, the beads remain in his hand, for they do not become threaded in the rosary. What slogan will you remember this year? You have to take the 3 certificates from the Trimurti Father in the 3 special relationships, and you also have to become cooperative to enable others to receive these certificates. You have to become a close bead of the rosary. So, did you hear what the self progress is that you have to make? So, Baba is mentioning about 3 certificates and how can we receive those? If we are to be liked by the Father, we have to become obedient. Then, if we have to be liked by the Brahmin family and others, so we have to be very cooperative and loving. And if we have to be liked by the self, then our purusharth and our efforts should be accurate. So, this is the way towards being threaded in the rosary, the 3 certificates. So, what was the foundation of the number 1 transformation of Father Brahma? Unlimited disinterest. Therefore, Brahma did what the Father said. This was why he won and became number 1. Acha. When it comes to having Behat Ka Vairag, that is unlimited disinterest, an image of Brahma Baba just appears in the mind because Baba in every way was an embodiment of true disinterest, right? Sacha Vairag. Maybe say in terms of the body or bodily relationships, in terms of money, Baba never kept anything for himself. And as we all know that Baba initially was a diamond merchant, but after Shiv Baba came, Brahma Baba gave everything in this yagya. And even after giving everything for this yagya, Baba never had the consciousness, or Baba never mentioned that, I have given this money or this is my earned money. No, never. And this is real unlimited disinterest. Also, Baba never demanded for limited name and fame, and as he himself became the backbone while keeping the others in the forefront. So Baba always had the goal that I am to become perfect. And this is the reason Baba became number 1. So when it comes to unlimited disinterest, we should follow Brahma Baba. Baba further says, Bap Dada will see this result. Each one of you should look at yourselves, not at others. Some of you think that today is the last day of the season, but Bap Dada says it is not the last day, but it is the first day of the season to make the rosary. Everyone has a chance. The beads are not yet threaded in the rosary. They have not been fixed. Take the 3 certificates and become threaded. To the extent that you give visible proof, that is, to the extent that you are seen as the ones who give visible proof through your face and activity, accordingly, you will see many interesting things once again. If you remain the same things will remain in front of you. So Baba is demanding for change, right? Baba is saying that aapki chal chalan, chehre chalan se visible proof if you give, then you will see that many interesting things will unfold. But if you remain the same, things will remain the same in front of you. Baba says, this is why you must bring about newness in yourself. Bring about a new wave of fast effort in the family. Then, as you move ahead, just see how many beautiful scenes you will see. Whatever has happened until now is the past. Now let there be new zeal and new enthusiasm in every action. Continue to fly with these wings. So Baba is saying that bring in newness in your Purusharth, right? And automatically you will see beautiful scenes coming up. To all those who cooperated in this service, that is, those who accumulated their fortune, you did well. Whether you are from this land or abroad, the servers from all four directions did very good service. This is why Bap Dada always tells servers to be a server means to be one who takes the fortune of a golden chance. Now, continue to increase this fortune wherever you go. Do not let it decrease. So the chance of the short period will constantly continue to give you a golden chance for fast efforts. Congratulations to all the servers, those who have gone and those who are going. Acha. To all the merciful, elevated souls, to the intense effort-making souls who take themselves into the flying stage of self-progress, to the experienced souls who always experience the Father's company at every moment, to the souls, the lamps of the clan, who constantly fulfill the hopes of the Father's heart, to the victorious souls who constantly make themselves the close beads of the rosary, to those who follow the Father and become equal to the Father by having an attitude of unlimited disinterest at every moment, to the extremely loving right-hand children, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. From us children to our beloved Bap Dada, love-filled remembrance and namaste. So today we covered with the three parts, that is to become loveful, merciful, and then have unlimited disinterest. The next one was to become a Trikaldarshi, that is look at the past, present, and future. And also the next one was certificates, liked by the father, liked by the Brahmin family, and also liked by the self. So the blessing that we have for today is, may you be an embodiment of knowledge and make your real sanskars emerge and always remain cheerful. The children who churn knowledge and become an embodiment of it always remain cheerful. Constantly remaining cheerful is the real sanskar of Brahman life. Divine virtues are your own property, whereas defects belong to Maya. You made them yours because of the influence of bad company. Now turn your back on them and remain set in your position of an almighty authority, and you will always remain cheerful. Then no devilish or wasteful sanskar will even have the courage to come in front of you. So this blessing is like an essence to the entire Murli that we've been reading since past 2 days. Baba saying that turn your back when it comes to defects and remain cheerful, because constantly remaining cheerful is the real sanskar of Brahmin life. Further, the slogan that we have for today is, keep the aim of perfection in front of you, and no attraction will attract you even in your dreams. I repeat, keep the aim of perfection in front of you, and no attraction will attract you even in your dreams. Acha. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Deepika Ben. Let's spend a minute in silence and then we can reflect on the points of Murli. Yeah, it's time to unmute ourselves and we can reflect on the points of the Murli. There's a message in the chat box by Rashmi Ben. She says, when I become Trikaldarshi and perform action, I can see their past, that is past, subject sanskaras, present, predominant, old force of past sanskars, and future, my thought, word, action can change his or her destiny. Along with three aspects of time for myself. So when there's a time to give teachings to others, first I have to be merciful in true sense. शिक्षा देना सहज है, पर क्षमा करना मुश्किल. And that is Baba's style of teaching is all about. Hence, unlimited disinterest towards name, fame, desires of being respected, approved, appreciated, seeing others' mistake, being judgmental is the foundation of being merciful in real sense.
Om Shanti. When Deepika Ben, she gave the example of the sugar syrup. This reminded me of the story which we used to read in our good old days, student days. Like once in the house, the servant broke the flour vase, and the reaction how the owner takes. So it just there the story was that she scolded. But now when we are into Baba's Gnan, when we heard about this merciful, so we know how to react and how to take the things rightly and not make the small mistakes big one. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Please carry on.
No, I'm done. I'm done,
yeah.
Anjuman.
Yeah. Om Shanti. Adding on to this, it's a wonderful reminder. I also admit, whenever I've seen so many, these servants, they cause so much of disturbance by breaking or doing so much of which you cannot expect also. Because we are in army and we had been to various places in the India. So different kind of manpower we had. So one thing what I had been doing, whatever they do at that time, I detach and I make that person very, very comfortable and peaceful, making him feel that it's normal and no scolding at all. Um 10 years back in Hisar, maybe 15 years back, yeah. So one factotum, one small boy of 16 years old, he was there. I'd gone to, college to teach, and no one was there. And he was sleeping in the house, and we keep banging. Neighbors also came. It was army cantonment. Then it has to be, broken that gate. And the small boy nicely sleeping then also. So I made him, feel very, very quiet. I said, "It's okay, Somia, you want some water?" Everybody was kind of, "What happened? Why you didn't react at all?" I said, "Come on." So that one thing I always remember, let's make the person who has committed mistake more peaceful, and that's the showing mercy. Baba says, na, so I was churning on it. What is mercy? First, mercy is to accept people as they are, whatever they are. We have to accept, and mercy we have to show on us also by accepting ourselves also the way we are. First, acceptance of mind, uh, and accepting everyone as they are, then we will not be having, problems from them, whatever they are doing, because we've accepted them. Om Shanti.
Om
Thank
Shanti,
you,
adding
Ashwini.
to what Anshu sister said, also Baba mentioned that getting angry is not a solution, right? You fluctuate your own stage, and then instead of cooperating with the other soul, you make them powerless. So, very good example, and thank you, sister, for sharing.
One more, we are sisters. We were just discussing a few days back, like how our parents brought us up and what is the right way. Like, some parents are very strict and some are very lenient. But some people, though they are strict, they bring their children to a proper this thing with their strictness, and some with their politeness. So we were just wondering what would be the correct way. Like our father used to scold us right and then on in front of everybody if we were indisciplined. But nowadays we tend to bring the child. We tend to give them some time, and we bring them we talk to them when they are alone in a polite way. But still sometimes they didn't listen. They don't listen. I'm sorry, they don't listen. So we were just thinking, we were just discussing which is the right way. I think sometimes they should be banged then and there. Yeah, there are so many. But after coming to Gnan, we feel that is politeness is more important. Om Shanti.
Device disconnected. Om Shanti. Am I audible?
Sanjay Bhai. Yes, you are audible.
As all we are talking about that how to react. Basically, the aim of our Brahmin life is to transform self, and with transforming self, transforming others. And what Baba had said in the today's Murli, that see, if you are doing in accordance with Baba's Murli, if you're doing in accordance with Baba's, what Baba has created a Brahmin family, and if you are doing in accordance with self, that means these three, if you are getting certification from these three, that means we are moving in the right direction. Basically, when the soul becomes body conscious, they consider their basic thought process gets adulterated. And when your thought process gets adulterated, the words which come is also according to that. And what that is your thought, and that is your words, is translated into action. So we must not scold anybody, because when you're scolding anybody, you are insulting that soul. We may feel that by banging that soul or being rude to that soul will transform. But basically, the best way, what Baba tells us, respect that soul and make him at ease, make him relax. And when the soul will find that, yes, he's getting relaxed, he's getting soothed, what happens? He does the things in the right way. He realizes, make the person realize. But before that, make him relax. Because when he's relaxed, he becomes thankful. Because he's always in fear that something bad will happen. He will bang, I will be banged. But even if in that thought, he gets that relaxation, gets that soothing, he's thankful. And when the soul is thankful, he does what you want. In this way, Baba does the thing. Baba never scolded anybody, but Baba made him very relaxed. And when the soul becomes relaxed, becomes thankful. And when any soul is thankful, whatever he will say, he will do that. In this way, we can proceed our life, proceed our working, even wherever we are, we will definitely be successful. Om Shanti.
Very powerfully put across, Sanjay Bhai. And when somebody is wrong and you're going to be scolding him, you're just adding on to the fire. It's better to cool yourself and make the situation light and make the other person light so that he can think differently. Very powerful. Thank you.
Thank you, Om Shanti.
But in earlier days, Purane Zamane mein, they used, all our parents, grandparents, they used to say, boys, they must be, they cannot be taught lessons with polite words, unlike girls and all. I don't know. Now, that's what. पुराने जमाने में थे, वैसे कहते थे ये लोग कि जो लड़के हैं उनको तो जोरदार से डांटना चाहिए, नहीं तो वो उनके दिमाग में नहीं जाएगा करके, है ना? Now it is entirely different.
See, sister, lessons should be given, but actually the person should be in that state that he's in accepting mode. By making him relax, he is in accepting mode. When he's relaxed, when he's at ease, whatever he will say, he will react positively. But when the soul is in adamant position and you are adding more adamancy to with your own words, what will happen? He will be in a rejecting mode. If you really want to transform the person in front of you or whosoever you want, first you make him in an accepting mode. And when a person is in accepting mode, he will change automatically.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now, wherever we go, we tend to, whenever we try to hurt ourselves, whenever they try to, disrespect themselves, like, I'm not this, I'm not that, we tend to, after knowing Baba's knowledge, we tend to ask them, please don't hurt your soul, because we know what soul is after coming to this Baba's knowledge, not earlier.
Every soul belongs to Baba,
Yes.
Every soul belongs to Baba. We all are children of Baba. So how can we insult others?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Just small thing to add. See, whatever we are talking here, it's wonderful. And one more thing, we can really realize that if I commit some mistakes, and each one of us, we do it. We are on a process to reform and evolve. So we are doing it daily, even if we are not doing by our actions. So within our intellect or subtle, we keep, thinking sometimes not very, very correct thing. If we are doing something wrong and we are being punished and accused or insulted, so we should relate first thing to ourselves. If I am going to be admonished and insulted and feel further deteriorated and worse, so we have to relate it to first myself. If I won't be able to accept this, then how can I generate those adverse and hatred or insulting feelings or speeches towards others. So first I have to relate it to myself. If I'll be appreciated or made feel comfortable so that I can listen and grasp it, it's not correct. So then only, so first everything before we do it for others, we should relate it to ourselves, relevance to myself only. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you for the sharing. In the interest of time, I invite Deepika Ben to take up the meditation.
Om Shanti. Today, before we move on for the meditation, considering the very powerful discussion, we will take a few homework points for today. Whenever we see that somebody is doing something wrong, so instead of getting angry or fluctuating my own stage, all of us will keep in mind that we should become merciful at that time and should give cooperation. And also, Baba said that perform any action in the stage of Trikaldarshi. So, to bring this into action, we can not react immediately to a situation. First, check and then keep in mind what will be the consequences. And then, with the calm mind, we can perform any action. And also, one more point for the homework we can take is not to look at others and pinpoint others' mistakes, but to focus on our own selves and perform accurate efforts. Om Shanti. Let's sit back comfortably. Easy and relaxed. I am a loveful and merciful being, lost in the love of the ocean of mercy. I take these little drops of mercy and I'm sprinkling it all around. As we listen to the song, let's experience the state of being combined with the merciful Father and bestowing mercy on everyone around.
दया सिंधु के स्नेह में डूबी, इतना आनंद पाए बन कर बिंदु उन लहरों में लवलीन हो जाए। दया सिंधु के स्नेह में डूबे।
Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow at the same time. Have a good day.